Teaching Speaking Skills. Introduction to Teaching Speaking Skills. Task based versus topic based activities. Speaking is one of the most crucial parts of language learning, but it can be pretty difficult to teach it to students. Unlike past approaches where rote memorization and drills were common, these days greater emphasis is placed on teaching speaking and improving students' communication skills in general. For students to become good speakers, they need to develop skills beyond the building blocks of the language, like pronunciation, vocabulary, and grammar structures. They need to be aware of patterns of real interaction, an awareness of formal and informal language, and so on. They also need to use them effectively to conduct a conversation. So, if students do not get the chance to learn how to speak and are not provided with multiple speaking activities to practice in the classroom, they will soon lose motivation. There is no denying that students often associate knowing how to speak with knowing the language. On the other hand, if the lesson incorporates the right choice of activities, speaking may become a fun skill to master, positively affecting the overall motivation of students and turning the language classroom into a more dynamic space. There are two types of activities that we might want to refer to when teaching speaking skills: topic based activities and task based activities. Topic based activities are focused on giving students more freedom when it comes to expressing their thoughts and ideas. Activities such as discussions and debates around topics which you know are interesting for your students exemplify the topic based approach to teaching speaking. You will want to give clear and specific instructions prior to topic based activities so your students can get something out of them. Topics should also be selected carefully. Make sure that they are age appropriate and reflect the interests of your students. Don't correct your students too much while they are doing a topic-based activities. Make notes as the pairs or groups are talking. Wait until the task has been completed and provide feedback afterwards. You might want to write errors on the board and ask your students to correct them. How does this help your students in real life? This helps students practice communication in the target language. This can help them prepare for interviews, make friends, or talk to colleagues or classmates in a different country. Topic based activities also let them activate and utilize the vocabulary and grammatical structures from previous language classes. Task based activities focus on having students use the target language to accomplish a specific task. Activities such as find someone who, find the difference, describe and arrange, listing, brainstorming, and engaging in dialogues or role playing related to real life scenarios, like making an appointment with a doctor, getting information about an upcoming play, or buying groceries, can be called task based activities. When carrying out task based activities, you should give your students clear instructions, either elicit or pre teach the vocabulary and grammar structures, and introduce the model of speech the students will need to master so they can complete the activity. How does this help students in real life? Task based activities can benefit students quite a lot by letting them master more practical skills that will come in handy when they encounter real life situations, like getting directions, navigating a city, finding people who they have something in common with, or asking for help.